and I would have had, I could have got married once. I could have had my children from the same father.
See, people get divorced.
Yeah, they do. But I'm saying you have a greater opportunity of having a complete marriage because you know what?
Very rare, though.
If you get saved as a teenager, you will very rarely find
That's right.
a divorced person who both couples, the man and the woman, were both saved when they were teenagers and they got married. You will very rarely find that.
That's right.
Now, if you have a woman that got saved and the husband was a sinner, then they were unequally yoked from the beginning. Somebody didn't wait on God.
That's right.
But when you wait on God, and God puts you with that man, or that man with that woman,
No man put asunder.
man,
Ooh, glory to God.
who gonna break that up? Because why would they? When it's a God-appointed union, there is no friction. There's only happiness. When I go home with my wife at night, we have nothing to argue about, nothing to fight about, and now that she has someone that she can learn from, because I can't teach her how to be a woman, but she has someone to learn from.
Glory to God.
So that fixes all the other little things that could have been an issue. God already fixed that.
Older women should train the young.
Right.
Teach them.
So God is saying, I brought my wife to the house of the Lord. The mother stepped in. Now all the little things that may have arose and became an issue, she took care of it. Now all she had to do was listen.
Walk in.
And all I had to do was step out the way.
But you said a powerful word that caused a lot of marriages, caused a lot of people to go to hell, caused a lot of things. They don't listen.
Listen.
If you just listen.
Just listen. That's the hardest thing for some people to do.
Is listen.
Everybody want to be right.
And in any disagreement, if one person would take time out and just listen to what that person really is saying underneath, it settles a lot of things.
That's right.
To just listen. My Lord. And all of them will be saved because all His word is going forth. But half of them is not even listening.
I mean, how would you feel, many times,
So I'm not a person for the camera, okay?
the biggest problem that a lot of people have, that they don't understand God, is the same thing. They don't listen.
They don't listen.
When you pray,
Faith comes by hearing.
yeah, when you pray, you got to give God time to do what?
Talk back.
Talk back.
Talk back. Jesus.
One of the biggest issues that you face as a Christian is sometimes a lot of Christians, they pray before they go to bed at night, and they have relied on that as their only source
Of prayer time.
of prayer time.
Is that bad?
Yes.
That's bad. You know
What are you
why?
doing today?
Because most of the time, you're not going to have a tape recorder by the bed. You're not going to have a pen by the bed. So God's going to give you that information in the middle of the night. You're going to wake up, but then you're going to go back to sleep.
That's right.
And then when you wake up 4 hours later the next morning, you ain't going to remember.
You got it.
You done forgot it. So now, God done gave it to you. You prayed for it. He gave it to you. But you don't remember.
That's right. And all action happen in the day while you're awake.
That's
You
right.
have to be steady prayer in the daytime while you're awake. Get ready to go to bed. You don't need too much.
You don't need too much.
Okay. Only thing, watch over me while I'm sleeping.
Watch over me while I'm asleep.
The rest of it, actually praying
question?
all day.
I was just saying when y'all was saying about what's the name? Three boys was talking. We had a assembly today, and it was three. I don't know what to call it. I forgot what they were in, but DJJ or whatever, because they made bad choices, and then they were like telling us like how. So one of them stood up and they were talking, and then like he said wait, his mom used to tell him, and then he told us about how he didn't listen. Then he started telling us how he started telling the same thing his mom used to tell him.
He was telling you guys.
Yeah.
That's right. So learn to pray throughout the day. And not at the end of the night, so that, you know, you give God time to reply, and then sit down and just be quiet. And see, you got to learn how to meditate and how to clear your mind. So you might have to sit down somewhere at the house, and when you first sit down, you're going to have all these thoughts. You got to go to work today. Did you call such and such? You ain't cleaned up the room. So to clear that stuff out, you have to sit down and you have to go, in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. And that'll start helping you clear out all the nonsense. And then after a while, you'll be able to just sit there and it'll be just quiet and you'll be able to hear. But then you have the other problem that we talked about. The two voices. You got two spirits in your life. One is good, one is evil. And you got to know which one you're listening to. You got to train your inner spirit to be, or you want to accept Christ, so that's what's in there. And then that one that belongs to Satan, sweep him on out. So if your evil spirit is dominant, you're in trouble. Because you're going to listen more to that evil spirit. Now, the thing is, don't think that the evil spirit is always going to be like, kill him. Red rum, red rum. It ain't like that. It's the smooth one.
Yeah, I'll be battling that one right there, man. That's smooth.
See, Sean's on and be like, yo, shorty, you know, let me get that number.
Not like, hey, son.
Hey, shorty.
Hey, son.
You know, shorty, I was wondering, you know, I got my boy's car out there, you know. And he gonna let me borrow for the weekend, you know. I got this crib up in the Aspens, you know. I was wondering what you were doing. You know. So the evil spirit is smooth because it don't come at you as an evil spirit. It's a deceiver.
Sometimes we do.
It wants you to, well, yeah, when it gets to that level, it's been working on you for a long time. And you've been ignoring it. So when it comes out at you like, kill him, smoke that crack, steal that money, beat him up, beat her up. You know, when the evil spirit is telling you all these things,
do that down.
It done worked on you so long that it feels like it can just pretty much do whatever it wants to with you. You got problems then.
Amen, Apostle.
So if you keep it down to a minimum where it's just like, pick up that $2 she dropped. You know, don't say that. Don't. You can steal that candy bar out of Walmart. They won't say that. Put that candy bar in your pocket. You know, you want to get to the point where you can hear God talking to you. Now let me ask you something. Who in here can hear God talking to him?
That your spirit talking louder.
You told the truth and said your evil spirit talking louder.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you obey him the most. Anything you obey the most,
It's the one
that's
that's
what you hear the
controlling
loudest.
most.
Cause I remember, right, man, like when I used to but just before I came to the Lord, like, you know, going to church and all that. Going to church. Excuse me. Going to church.
But ask him that question when he finished. Go ahead, Sean.
Just like when I first started like going to church, and my teacher was telling me about a hag spirit and, you know, stuff like that, about hag spirit demons and stuff like that. When I would go on my knees at night, you know, to pray, I would hear these voices. And you know how if you look at a television screen, you just see one screen. But you know, sometimes the TV screen will be split and they'll show two different views of it. Now picture not two voices talking at the same time, but picture 50 versus 2, then it's like 8, and then it's like 50, then it's like 500. And I would hear this lady, I would hear this guy, and I would hear this little boy in like a dark place saying, "Mommy, mommy," you know, and that was torment.
You still got him, don't you?
I don't got, no.
Yeah.
It's been
You got some.
I have some.
Not as many, but you have some.
I have some voices that still talk to me.
And the only reason why you have the one